Hey Flosstube, Ashley here, Buggy Stitcher on YouTube, Shleezum_Buggy Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with another unboxing. This one is from One Day Saving. I will go ahead and leave their website information in the description box down below, along with all of the product links and a coupon code in case you're interested. We have lots to go through today. We have a cross-stitch accessory and 3 cross-stitch patterns, so let's go ahead and just dive right in. We'll start with the cross-stitch accessory. Crinkling. So I got another one of these. I didn't realize that I had gotten one already. That was like on its way to me, and then I realized, oh, I picked 2 of them, which is fine because I'll just give one to my mom or my nana or someone else to try, you know. But here's a pink one, and this is a 30 spacer, and again, it comes with these little cards to write symbols on, and they're double-sided, and it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4. It comes with 4 different ones, but they normally only do stamped kits, so I mean just 1 through 30 would be totally fine on these. And it comes with some felt. So off of my last unboxing video, we figured out that you loop the thread right here, put the thread through this little spacer right here, and then right here in this little felt is where you can put the needle that already has thread on it. You just kind of put it in at an angle and it sticks perfectly, and then you leave you pull the hanging thread into this little spot right here, and it works out perfect. So yeah, I don't know, whoopsie. But anyway, we got another one of these. All right, I'm gonna save the biggest for last because there's a pretty big pattern in here and lots of crinkling. Okay, so I'm on a mission to get all of these girls. These are Joy Sunday, but they're like the pretty ladies. The seasoned pretty ladies. Hi! Anyway, so I'm on a mission. This is another 14 count. I'm really curious to see if this one has beads. So we're gonna find out together. I haven't opened it yet. So this one is spring. And Emma pointed out to me that there's different ones of these. So there's like several different colors of spring and summer and Noel and autumn that you can like collect and find. I didn't know that. I thought there was only one of each. So I was really surprised to learn that. Oh, you're just so talky. So anyway, here's that. Okay, pattern shows we have full stitch, 3/4 stitch, French knots, and back stitching. Honey. No, thank you, sweet pea. This is a 14 count. Oh, no beads. No beads on this one either. That's so weird. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess we'll just do them as is, and if I'm not satisfied, then we'll have to buy and add some beads to her dress. It looks like wherever there would be a bead, it looks like there might be a French knot. So I might just not do the French knots and do the beads instead. But here's the pattern. It's on 4 page, 1 big page that's like broken out into 4 different places. So we got this. Here's the key. Oh, colors. It looks like we got 33 colors, but a total of 38 colors if you count the French knot colors too. So we have this, and then you flip it around, and then we have the bottom of her. I really like blues and purples. They're my favorite colors. Blues, purples, greens, pinks, all of those. So yeah, this is gonna be exciting. Okay, next up we have the pattern. This one is also really soft. I'm surprised because again, Joy Sunday are normally pretty starchy. This one's like a good medium. It's not too soft. Well, you can never really have too soft a fabric in my opinion. But it's not very starchy, but it's not like super soft either. It's like right in the middle. So here's the pattern. I'm gonna have to put it in front of me since I have the window behind me. Oh, and her bouquet, that's gonna be cute. Here we go. And because this is a Joy Sunday, these symbols on the stamping are different than what's on the paper pattern. So here's the bottom and the top. I'm gonna have to go get him, hold on. Yeah, so the stamping looks really good. I don't see any problems with the stamping at all, but again, I normally don't have any problems with Joy Sunday stamping. It's just they normally feel super stiff. But this one seems to be kind of in the medium, so not too bad. And again, they have French dots, or French dots, oh my gosh, French knots. So here are the symbols for the French knots. And I think like I said, I'm just gonna not do these, and instead I'm gonna get beads and replace the French knots with beads, because I think that's normally where all the beading is, because there's a lot of beading in the border. So everywhere you see a little dot is supposed to be a French knot. So I'm gonna replace all those with beads, I think. And you know, I think I'll wait until the very end, and I'll just go to the store and look and see what beads I want or would like look good. I might also converse with Emma and see, because like I said, she's got the same patterns, and see what like hers call for, and then I'll use that as like a starting point for everything else. So there's that. And let's go ahead and look at our colors. Yeah, so we got a lot of one thread of like kind of each color, it seems like. But we got a gold and like a silver. Oh no, that's all one color. There's all gold-ish colors. And then this one, actually I'll hold it like this. There we go. There, we got some purples. I love the purple colors. Some dark blues and greens. Very nice. And then it comes with 2 gold tip needles. I'm not a big fan of the gold tip needles. They don't thread very easily for me. And they don't go through the fabric very smoothly. So I normally exchange those out. Bless you. All right, that's it for the first pattern. On to the next one, crinkling.
Mama, I thought you were done.
No, honey. I had to pause to help the baby. All right, next up we have wolf pear, which is super cute, and it's got the moon in the background. And this one, let's see, is a 40 by 50. It comes with a poster pattern. And here's the key. It only has 22 colors, so that'll go pretty nicely. Looks like the pattern is pretty easy to read. You know, all the symbols are very well separated. Most of the time the patterns are like bigger than this though. Maybe it's just because of the orientation. I'm like confused because they normally go up and down. I don't know. But yeah, 22 colors. And this canvas is very starchy. Holy cow, very stiff. But it's got a really big picture and really big key. And it looks like the stamping on it is very good. Yeah, very good. It's very vivid and bright. I can tell the difference between the green X's and the blue pluses. And it gives a great margin. It's not serged, but you see how big this margin is? This is like a 2-inch margin, maybe 2.5. I like to use my fingers for my margins. So my first, like right here is 1.5 inches. So that's how I know. I've measured it before, and that's how I like do my margins when I'm doing counted and when I'm like measuring around these. Yeah. I don't need a tattoo or a tape measure. I just use my finger markings. Silly me. Anyway, so here is the canvas. Again, very bright, vivid stamping, which is really nice. And they have the big picture again, which is cool. Like I said, I think the DIY cross stitch has changed what they do, because I've noticed all of their pictures are really big now, which is really nice. Ooh, and these have really pretty colors too. All right, here's the color card. We got grays and blues, slate gray, which is very pretty. And then we have this really pretty light blue color, which must be for the moon. Super pretty colors. And super soft. CXC. So the difference that I've noticed between CXC threads and DMC threads is DMC is more cotton and CXC is more polyester. So the DMC threads tend to be a little scratchier or a little rougher, but supposedly they last a little bit longer, which is why people recommend using them for samplers and things that you want to last for a long time, because they get less fluffy because there's more cotton in them. Whereas the CXC threads are more polyester and they tend to fluff more or like kind of shed a little over time. But again, I don't expect my kids to collect all of my cross stitch things, so they'll last long enough for me, and that's fine. I prefer the softer CXC threads over DMC just because they feel nice when I'm stitching on them. And if something doesn't feel nice, I'm not gonna wanna work on it. All right, so there's that one. And last but not least, and by far the biggest, we have crinkling. All right, so this one does not have a very good picture. So I'll go ahead and insert the picture right here. And here is the picture that they gave with the pattern. Looks a lot better than this picture, but this is a, what is this? A 40 by 85. So it's definitely, oh boy, it's a big one. All right, it's on poster paper. And here is the pattern. Very, very big. But it would be beautiful like over your couch or, you know, something really big like that. And the stamping is, the pattern itself is really easy to read because it's got the really big symbols on there instead of like the really small squished up symbols. It has instructions right here. And let's see how many colors it has. 39 colors. So that's pretty good for a sunset, I feel like. You're gonna be probably noticing a lot of series of beach-ish kind of patterns. My mom, Nana, and myself kind of all want to do our next like stitch with me as like a landscape or like a beachy kind of landscape. So we're starting to collect some patterns to pick from. So, what, honey? Yeah, I'm still doing my very first one. All right, so this is completely serged. It's got about an inch margin on the right side, about 1.5 inches around everywhere else. Looking at the stamping, it is a little bit light, but I don't see any sort of symbols that's gonna hardcore be a problem. There's a black plus and like a purple arrow that might kind of blend in a little bit because the stamping's not quite as vibrant. I'll have to fold this in half because of the window. So here's the first part of the pattern. And what I mean by that is, let me see if I can find a good spot that has both of them. Okay, so let me see if I can get this in focus and close enough to it. Here, there's like an arrow and a plus that are pretty close to the same. Oops, sorry, I'm like bumping the mic. Where'd it go? Here it is, right here. So on here, that's supposed to be like a plus sign, and it's kind of fuzzy. I don't even know if I got close enough for you to see that, but if you pay attention and do those symbols first, they won't be too bad because the symbols around it are okay. It's when they have like multiple symbols that are like that where it's just like, okay, this is too much of a headache. I'm sending this back, or I'm not working on this. If I would have purchased this, I would still probably keep the canvas. It's good enough. There's only maybe 2 symbols that I have a problem with. But if it was any more symbols, like maybe like a blue dash with a green background or something like that, I wouldn't do this pattern. But because it's only 2 symbols and they're completely different symbols, I would keep this pattern if I was doing this, but not quite as good of stamping as I would like. Okay, it also comes with a goodie bag. We have the gold tip needles, the puff pom-pom to stick them in, a thimble, a finger thimble, and a needle threader. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 extra large hanks of black, 310. Okay, and we have 2 cards because this is 39 colors. So we got these 2 right here. Very soft threads and very bright oranges and reds. Because this is a sunset, you're gonna have lots of those kind of very bright colors. And then these. There we go. Very pretty. So yeah, all in out. So we're gonna do this, I think, I don't know if we're gonna do this in conjunction with the fairy sal or if we're just kind of gonna wait until we're done. It still needs to be discussed and we still need to get all of our patterns in. And then I'll let you all know in case you wanna join in. It'll be fun. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you One Day Saving for sending these over for a review and an unboxing. I appreciate you as well. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Stay safe, stay warm, and take care. Bye.